It's Judy K. Andrew, give me a thumbs up or thumbs down, depending on how we're doing right now. Okay, we're good. As last week, we have new equipment that Andrew has put together, and I'm happy with it. But it took me a couple more minutes because there's stuff I have to do that, truthfully, I wouldn't let me touch with a 10-foot pole so I don't screw it up. All right. Anyway, hi, hi, Carmen. So we're up and running. Everything's good. If I was just standing here silently staring into space, it was because it had me filling out a form and I was just waiting for it to go. But anyway, let's get to it. Happy 4th of July weekends. It's very nice. Today is July the 6th. 2025. How nice. It's going fast, isn't it? Hi, Stephanie. Tonight I want to say happy birthday to my husband John. His birthday's tomorrow. Yeah. And Tom Peasy, he was on last week, but I couldn't see all the comments. He mentioned that his birthday was coming up, and it was last week. And I'd like to say happy birthday to him. As you know, he was the best man at our wedding, and he's a very, very good friend of ours. Anyway, so say hi. I can see your comments tonight. I think everything's going well. All right. I don't have a count. I don't have anything. Okay. Hi, Taylor. All right. So we're doing good. All right. So let's see. We're going to be live till about 8:30 p.m. Please be patient with me as I learn all this new stuff. One thing I wanted to say is how sad it is what happened in Texas with the floods and the loss of so many lives. And John and I and Andrew and everyone here will be keeping them in our prayers. And I know you all will be too. So, yeah, it's such a sad state of affairs, especially the way the the news is coming through, but it is terrible. Okay, so hi from Kufa and Capro, and they're not just Rockettes tonight because remember last week you only saw them from the waist down. But they're with me again tonight. And thank you, Andrew, for all the technical work and the patience. Andrew has the patience of a saint to help me with technical things. Now, as our regular viewers know, that if you do want to be part of the tarot pool, all you have to do is type it in the comments, and Andrew, with Spirit's help, will be pulling the names out of the jar near the end. Okay, that'll probably happen in about maybe even 10 minutes tonight. Okay, so let's see. The website address and then just so you know, Andrew, it's not coming across. I don't see that. Maybe does anyone see the judyk.net information coming across? We're still learning this new stuff as we go, but it's top of the line. All right. So note, if you ask more than once to get the tarot card pick, you are disqualified. All right. So just ask one time. He'll write it down right away. Yeah, John's birthday's tomorrow. Oh yeah. Carmen, I missed the part of it. You said a friend is there, or family. I don't know. All right, well, let's go with the news broadcast here. I feel like I'm on the news station. Upcoming expos. I will be at the Woodbridge Psychic Fair, but that doesn't go off until Saturday, September the 20th. It's only from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., which means it is a short expo. If you've been to expos, usually they start at 10 and they usually go to 6. So this is a shorter one. I won't be taking pre-books until we basically get into almost September. Also, I'll be at Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. That's Saturday and Sunday, November 8th and 9th. And that's too from 10 to 5 and 10 to 5. All right. So with that one, I'll take pre-books on, as I said, probably around October. Okay. If you'd like to schedule a private reading, you're more than welcome to call me at 856-725-3588, or you can go to my website at judyk.net. All the information is on the website, and there's also, if you put contact, you can tell me what you want, a healing or a reading or things like that, and we can take it from there. All right, now, say, I think I'm getting. Hold on, I hate to do this, but. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Do not private message me. If you private message me to get in the tarot card pool, your name will not be on it. It has to be on the comments of the live. Okay, that doesn't work because I try not to do. The reason I only opened the private message is to see if there was something that had to be technically fixed with this. All right. So we have all that, and let's move on to page 2. this week's prayer list before we get on the topic. And it's a really cool topic tonight. It really, really, really is. All right. So we have the victims that are in Texas and their families, their loved ones. It's got to be unbearable. And for Carmen Tumaine, who's under treatment for various health issues, Carol Mendocino Booth going through testing for health issues, Jeff, who is going through health issues, he's had some issues with that, and he could use your prayers. Kay Rapp, she's being treated, and she's doing pretty good as she recovers. Tim Merrick is having medical issues. Dee Gusha, various health issues. Sandra Costner, diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and Diane Lupresky's going through some health issues. So now that we've done that, let's jump right to, oh, hi, Daniel. Let's jump to this week's subject. All right. Now, if you're watching on Facebook, you can always write questions and all in the comments. If you're watching it on YouTube, especially that, you can put your questions and all in the comments. You can also say hi, and please like my YouTube page. The other day, I had to do a practice run, so I did a card pull for 4th of July, so that's on there too. All right. Tonight's subject matter is funeral homes. Are they haunted? Ooh, that's a good question, isn't it? I had some people, Lauren Seck and Carmen, sent in good questions last week, and I do have a page that I keep with good questions for psychic topics, and I would have done them because it had to do with last week's about crystals. With your crystals, with their energy and stuff like that. It had to do that. But I already set my heart on a question. And Andrew asked me this. We got together to go over the technical issues of the new thing that we're going here. And we're talking about funeral homes. And he said, oh, they got to be really haunted. And the truth of the matter is, and I don't mean to disappoint anyone, funeral homes are not that haunted. They really aren't. Yes, deceased people come and go there. Deceased people can be left there for sometimes days, weeks, months. It's happened. But are they there? Now, I guess if you look at it with general ideas of deceased and everything, you would think that they'd be hanging out where their body is. But no. Mm-mm. When would a funeral home become haunted? If somebody that was deceased was wondering what was going on, wondering what the process was like, I always say, put yourself in the deceased person's mind. And if you were deceased, would you be more apt to go to the state and see what's going on at the funeral home, or would you go home and see how your family's doing? Yeah. I'd like to hang out at. I'm bad. I'd hang out at a funeral home. Yeah, I mean, I went to high school with a girl. Her parents owned a funeral home. But the whole thing is, and some people that like to do the hauntings, a lot of the paranormal things would maybe go to a funeral home. I've seen, who was it? I think it was Zach Bagans, and this was years and years ago because I do this during the week. I don't watch the TV shows during the weekends or whatever. Yeah, so the funeral homes aren't really, if you're looking to do any kind of investigation, that's not where I go. You have to look now. Yes, there's some basic questions here. Does the deceased person know this funeral home? Does the deceased person know the family that runs the funeral home? So if the answer is no, they might have passed by. They might have had a family funeral there years ago. What would be their interest to hang around there and lose that time? Because don't forget, it's the time, it's very short after the passing. They wouldn't use that time to go to the funeral home when they can go see their relatives. How about a relative that they hadn't seen in a while? They'd want to go see them. How about they can also go back to their childhood home? Even if the childhood home has been torn down, they can still go to it at that point. So hanging out at the funeral home would actually be for somebody that didn't really have much else to do. All right. So always feel comfortable at your funeral homes. I do. It's a sad thing. It's sad. It's heart wrenching. But yeah. Now, are they? Now, I'm going to ask you. Put another aspect to this. So that was a funeral home, not on a busy day, just a regular day. I would not be nervous to walk into a funeral home. If somebody said, "Now, Judy, you need to go in the funeral home. Here's the key. I got you have to get something." I wouldn't even be looking for a spirit. Okay, truthfully, I wouldn't even be doing that because there's no reason to. But say it is their viewing, yes, they will be there for their viewing. Will they be there for the day of their funeral? Yes, they will be there for that. Only those times. So that's where I'm saying the funeral home isn't haunted, but during the viewing and during the funeral, yes, they will be there. Okay. I would hang at the cemetery. Love how peaceful it is. Yeah, a cemetery. I've seen them in cemeteries. I have, but they sometimes they're not there 24/7. It all depends. I mean, as you've heard me say many times, deceased people can be certain amount of paces at the same time. Like they could be, say, with you, and they could be if you have a sister or um, a brother, or you have a cousin, or they could be over there um, at both the same time. It doesn't change. But don't forget, you have to let them enjoy the other side. Sometimes people, when they have a deceased person to pass, and of course I'd be the same way. I know with my mom and dad, I want them close to me all the time. But sometimes you just got to let them have their own playtime. Okay, get on the other side, enjoy your friends that you haven't seen in decades. If maybe it's been decades, you let them do that too, where they can do both at the same time, but sometimes let them have their more of their energy when they do that. Okay, so don't be afraid of a of a funeral home at all. I have seen haunted churches. Yes, haunted churches. One time, a girlfriend of mine and I were at a church here in South Jersey, and it was a historical church. We went there. It was included in a historical house tour for the holidays, and nobody else was in there. And we turned around, and they locked. Well, the living didn't do it. Deceased locked us in. Yeah, that was good. And we couldn't open the door. Yeah. And, hey, to hang around me, she she wasn't going to be scared. And we were like dun, 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 shaking the door, trying to pull it. It just locked. And then I talked to him for a few minutes. Who did I talk to? I talked to deceased people around there, and they let it and they opened it up and they let us out. Yeah. So the church, yes. Funeral home, no, there's no real need for it. Okay. One time I did watch, and this was a creepy movie. Even though people will think what I do is creepy, which I don't, but I do, just like Andrew's book. I get creeped out easy on different things, not deceased people though. But there was who's that real tall actor? Liam Nelson. He was in a movie where he was a mortician. That was creepy, yucky. Yeah, but they one of the deceased talked to him, and sometimes they'd say something. But I have never, 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 never. Um, would a graveyard be a place to experience paranormal activity? It can be. It can be. I'm not going to say it's your best place to go. I have encountered them at certain cemeteries, but you might not get who you want. See, that's the whole thing. I'm always careful to try to make it as safe as I can for everyone here that are listening to my lives, or anyone I'm teaching or anything. Safety first. And if you go into a cemetery and you try to communicate, it's sort of like what I say with a Ouija board or things like that. Don't do random dialing. hmm So I wouldn't go to the cemetery. I mean, you can. I mean, if it was a Civil War cemetery, like, you say Gettysburg and all, yeah, I had a lot of activity in Gettysburg and everything like that. Um, yeah, yeah, but yeah, bodies at the funeral home can be there for, it depends on who, depending on, family coming from other states or whatever. But the whole thing is, you can do it at cemeteries, but really have something to clear yourself. Okay, you don't want to get an attachment there, because can they jump in the car and follow you home? Yeah, but you have to learn to leave them there. Oh, yeah, here Deb says she worked at a few occasions where spirit were present and medical facilities. They will be. That's true. Deb. Good. Good. I'm glad you wrote that post. They will do it in hospitals. I've seen them in hospitals, and they weren't someone that passed recently. They were hanging out there because they made friends. Could you do another topic on the Jersey Devil? Oh, okay. Well, as you all know, I'm writing my book. It's probably going to be more than one book, but I just finished writing in it's going to be in one of the books, Jersey Devil, and how they really are true. Yep, really are true. Yeah, and everything. It's a good story. Now, maybe I shouldn't say that. I'm the one that wrote it. I'm not going to pick oh, no, there's times I pick my stories apart, but you'll love it. And I can't wait to get it out to you. I just have to work a little bit more diligently. All right. So, funeral homes, not so much. Medical facilities, you're right, Deb. I forgot. I didn't put them, I guess because they're still, they do die there. Well, even in their own home. But yeah, medical facilities can be very haunted. No, I never use sage on that, sweetheart. No, 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 no. Sage is, it's like it's not that strong. People have all this. Everybody has this whole focus on sage is going to get rid of everything. Sage can just make them angry, and then they get worse. We don't want that. So sage is just like, oh, let's make it a little lighter in here. It's not like you gotta go. All right. You use the salts. Okay. All righty. Yeah, just make sure you cleanse yourself. You're gonna leave the cemetery. Just cleanse yourself first. No big deal. All right. So let's get down to the tarot pool. Now remember, after the tarot pool, we have the healing. All righty. So let me see. Give me a minute here. Mm-hmm. David Mortimer, you're a winner. Okay. Anne Marie Clark, you're a winner. And I don't know if I can even pronounce that. Diane Lescota. It sounds nice any way you say it, Diane. Okay, you are 3 winners tonight. Now let me know, David, if you want general romance. You better not want romance. General finances, anything you want, health. Anne Marie Clark, same thing. Let me know in one word what you'd like. And Diane Lascata, please let me know what you want. Andrew, I'm not seeing all the comments, so you might have to help me here. I see them periodically. I see a few people. That's about it. So I don't know. David Mortimer, I think I did see you either. Let me know what you want. Anne Marie Clark. Oh, Diane Lascata. Okay. Yes, honey. But, honey, do you want general? I'm only doing 3 tarot cards. Do you want general? Do you want finances? Do you want romance? Career? You tell me in one word like that what you want the tarot cards on. General. Okay. Sorry about your name, sweetheart. And I didn't see the previous name. And all right, Danielle, you can tell me what David wants because I know you two are sitting together. What's up? What does David want? And Anne Marie Clark, let me know. If you're not on here, you don't get it. All right. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I think Andrew told me. No, I hit the chat, Andrew, and it's not saying anything. I don't get anything. Okay. All right. Do we have anything? Danielle. Oh, David wants general. And now I just need Anne Marie Clark. All right. So I'm going to get started. Oh, Diane, you want to switch it to career, from general to career? I'll do that for you. All right. Let me get the tarot cards ready. Yeah, I have. Thank you, Taylor. Yeah. All right. Hold on. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot somebody important's appearance here. Come here, baby. She's a little bit more cleaned up today, right? Yeah, she's a good little girl. Wait a minute, you got to say hi. Okay, Anne Marie, you want general? Look at this. She was just napping in the dog bed next to my. Say hi. Wait a minute, you got to look at everybody. Say hi. This is little Gracie. All right, you can go back to sleeping. All right, let me see what I have. All right, so she wants general. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Well, we're going to take that into consideration. Anytime a card flies out, you always take it into. Oh, you're welcome. All right, so we're just going to do it because I shuffled them a little bit, but it's been a little while since I did, so I'm going to get them again. All right, let me see. Diane Lascada. I'm going to do career first for you, sweetheart. Okay, here we go. All right. Ooh. Okay. This cards, I don't know if you know the tarot cards, but anybody does, you have a little bit idea here. The first thing I have is the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords could mean something fast or something that was negative. It can mean a message. It could be coming or going also. So what it said is they're saying that you also, after that, you have the Four of Pentacles, which means holding on. So no matter what you're doing, honey, you're determined and you're holding on. It did say with the career that your career is going to build up. It's going to build back. I hate to say it's going to build back better. All right. So you have the Knight of Swords, which means this is the past. This is because this is where they start me off because we're only doing 3 cards. So things, but you still got stamina here, no matter what's going on. The other thing is hold on. Okay, I'm going to hold on. Not going to panic. But then I see the Ten of Wands. Now, the Ten of Wands, some people think it can mean like using a lot of your energy or anything like that. It can be. But in this aspect, the Ten of Wands means you're going to be able to do it. You're going to upright your career. Your career is going to be flowing good. All right. So there's no worries about that, except you got to get it going. All right. Now, let's see the next person I'm going to do. I'm going to do David Mortimer, and it's general for David. Okay. Again, you've got some really good things. I see you going somewhere. I see it's like does can it be travel? It's a little questionable here. The first thing I have is Six of Swords, which can mean travel, but then it's right next to the Knight of Wands, where the Knight of Wands, which could be moving, but I don't see moving. It's sort of like something's going on. There's some kind of things that are go iffy. If oh iffy, iffy, iffy. And then I see the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles is a fantastic card. It can mean monetary gain, it can be happiness, but it can also mean your prosperity. And remember, prosperity also goes into your relationship, also. Everything is good. But I see something isn't going well, but that's going to be fixed better. Okay? And now we have Anne Marie Clark. Remember, don't forget the healing after this. And Anne Marie wanted general. Oh, Anne Marie, you're all over the place in this card. All right, here we go. Oh, all right. It says that you've got a lot of things look good, and sometimes they just don't pan out. Things look good in the past, and they look good in the past, but what happens is you're going to get past all that, and it will come up where good things will start happening. There's cards are telling you to stay strong, hang in there, and hold on. When they said hold on, they told me I actually just said something incorrectly. I do get corrected by spirit. It's kind of like another mother, but spirit. But anyway, the whole thing is everything you've been through, stay strong. But also, what spirit's telling you, girl, is you stay strong to what you believe. You stay strong, and I'm going to say it this way, but it could come out a little weird. Stay strong with your morals and what you think, If it doesn't smell right or taste right, no. I mean, if it doesn't feel right, if you're getting anything, no. You stay true to yourself, is what this is saying. Okay? All right. And that's our 3 card pulls for tonight. I'm always happy. I always look forward to these lives. I really did. I was talking to Andrew before we started, and I remember doing these lives back in the summer. It had to be 7, 8 years ago, I believe we did them. I did stop for a while. In fact, I've done that twice. But yeah, the lives have been going that strong. In fact, the lives used to start at like 6 o'clock. And then because of the sun and everything, we just switched the date and we've stayed to 8 o'clock all this time. All right. Now let's go back to the healing. Here we go. Now remember, if you want the healing, palms up. If you just want to hang out with us, just palms down. You don't have to. Oh, everybody, you're so welcome. You don't have to. You don't have to receive it. You can just hang out, as I said. All right, so here we are. I'd like you to relax. In fact, I'm going to move back in my chair here and feet flat on the floor if that's available to you. If not, that's all right. And just bring down your breathing. There you go. And relax. Okay, here we go. Okay. And all right, spirits coming in. Spirits bringing a very large aura, energy aura around that's very, very strong, and it's very, very good. Spirit showing me that as much as there can be troubled times that we're going through, as we do, but it's a sign of protection, a sign of everything. You're protected. That's what Spirit wants me to say. You're protected. You're all right. Spirit is saying, don't worry. You'll be all right. Relax. Relax and enjoy your days. Enjoy your days. Enjoy your days. And just relax and take that in. And exhale and open your eyes. Well, thank you very much. Next Sunday, I am going to be here. I just might have a different background. I'm not sure. All right, I'm thinking about changing this, and I'm going back and forth with what I want. I don't know. I'll miss Kufu and Kafra, so I might not be able to leave them too. All right. Well, thank you so much. Happy birthday, honey. I can't wait till tomorrow. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you for the birthday wishes to him. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Mr. Andrew. It's been wonderful. All right. And I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.